system isn't already, just turn on the console.
Welcome to the AggroCast, the official podcast. Please leave the room.
That was awesome.
Fuck! Are you locking yourself into the laundry room? Jesus Christ.
Is she really?
Yeah. That's all staying on, by the way, babe.
What's that?
Alright. Welcome to the AggroCast, the official podcast, AggroGamer.com. This is episode 47, and I'm your host, Michael Camacho. And my co-hosts are Bargain Ben Wynn.
Yay.
And Flying Brian Bentley.
Wow. Hey, at least you made it.
Brian?
Yeah, at least you made it through the whole intro.
Hey, you know, I don't have... that time I didn't have somebody staring and laughing as I made my motions as I speak. So you had to like that old WWF wrestling reference.
Yeah.
Flying Brian.
Wow.
So, what's going on, guys?
Not much.
No. Same here, not much here, so.
Hey, y'all gotta cheer up.
Getting over the horrible Bears loss on Sunday. You go to the game.
As bad as the Raiders?
Actually, it was only 3 points worse, or 3 points better than the Raiders. We lost by 35 points. Yes. Yeah, we lost 45 to 10.
Wow.
And our one touchdown was a pity touchdown they let us have.
Hey, at least you guys got a pity touchdown.
I guess.
We freaking destroy the Eagles and come back the next week and get blown the fuck out.
You know, it's just my dad drove all the way down from Chicago. I used my bonus to go to the game, to pay for the tickets to the game, and yeah, it was embarrassing.
Yeah, and I'm watching the game on TV and texting Brian at the same time. Like, oh, wow.
That's horrible.
As Carson Palmer is just ranking up the scores on my fantasy football team, so.
He went through us like... Yeah, actually there is nothing. This is now the new example for going through things easily and quickly.
Carson Palmer.
Yeah.
Crazy. At least Ben got a break for a week.
Yeah.
It still felt like a loss, but okay.
It was funny, speaking of that, we were watching Tosh.0 on Comedy Central.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys remember the clip of the Giants fan that cried?
Oh, yeah.
They gave him a web redemption, like to redeem himself.
Yeah.
And he's sitting out there, and he got to meet a Lions fan, and the guy's like, "Yeah, how many wins did you guys have that year?" They were like, he said the answer, and he goes, "Yeah, we had none." And then he's like, "Did you guys make the playoffs?" The Giants fan's like, "Yeah." He goes, "Yeah, we still had no wins." And then it got really messed up. The one guy was like, "Yeah, I had cancer last year," and it was just like, "Oh, too much." But it was just funny because it just reminded me of that when Ben's like,
I'm telling you, they're not my Lions. I've been Lions free for like 4 to 5 years now.
"No, you never Lions free."
I think you're lying, Ben.
I'm not lying.
You're lying about the Lions.
That's right.
Yeah, okay. The fact that I watch them and just laugh every single time the opposing team scores, okay.
Oh, by the way, did everybody check out the new One Up podcast since Garnet Lee left?
I have not.
Or see
No.
what the name is?
No, what is it?
4 Guys, One Up.
Oh, God.
Wow.
So it's actually not bad. David Ellis is hosting. They had Jeremy Parrish on there.
Oh, that's good.
Can't remember the other guy. They had Tim Schafer on as their guest, which they're trying to do every week, a new guest host. It wasn't bad. Oh, the other guy was Scooter. Ben's cousin. Terry Wynn.
What?
I think it's Terry. Probably wrong on that. It's a Vietnamese guy. But it made me laugh because he was like, "Yeah, I want to start a band with my brother. We'll be a win-win situation."
Oh,
I was
wow.
like, that's awesome.
Oh.
I need to meet this. I need to meet this guy now.
I don't know what's worse, the fact that he made the joke or the fact that I'm actually chuckling now.
It's as bad as it is. It's funny.
Oh.
It's kind of like that old joke: Vietnamese should marry each other because it's a win-win situation. All right. So besides the Bears game, Brian, what have you been up to?
Not much. Just doing some work and was pretty burned out, so I took a couple of days off yesterday and today, and just spent my time playing Torchlight. But I'll get to that when we get to what we've been playing.
I figured you had enough time off when you were just chatting it up with Goops while you're at work.
Hey, I had one. I spent about 15, 20 minutes talking to her, so it was fun.
I know. I had to make a joke though.
I know.
Wait, talking to who?
Nikki,
It's
Goop.
Nikki.
Oh,
Yeah. Yes. So that's about it, really. Honestly.
Yeah.
Oh, my parents were in town, so
That's awesome.
got to spend time with them. Eat at one of my favorite barbecue places now, Montgomery Inn here in Cincinnati.
Nice.
So it's good food, services, meh, but the
What'd
food
you
is
get?
really good. I had the slab of ribs.
Nice.
Yeah, and they actually do these type of potato chips, and they're a little extra crispy, so that you can dip them in the barbecue sauce. It's awesome.
Damn, that sounds really good.
Yeah, it is. That's it for me.
So Ben, what about you? What have you been up to this past week?
this past week, actually, the only thing new is that me and my girlfriend and a friend of ours joined the bowling league.
Nice.
So that's the only thing new. And then like I went to the doctor just because I can't get like my hands aren't getting the grip that I used to have. Like I'd be like squeezing my hands really hard, and it just the full grip is not there. So they had to take some blood work, and my doctor says I have ASO, which I have no idea what that is. So I'm like sort of losing feeling in my hands right now.
That sucks, dude.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's awful.
So, but other than that, joining the bowling league, and we played our first game last weekend. How many points did we take? 2? Yeah, we took 2 points from the other team, and the other team wasn't too happy about that either. So,
Yeah.
because we were literally like a new team that just came in and we took 2 points.
Yeah, I just went bowling not too long ago with my coworkers. So what's your average?
Not that good. Like around, I don't know, like I guess 115.
That's not bad.
That's not bad.
I bowl around a 130.
So
I actually broke my best last time I was there. I got a 163.
nice.
Wow,
Yeah. I was on target that game.
that is really nice. Me, it usually starts out like 85, and then as I progressively drink more, my score goes up. So I'll get in the 140s by the time I'm, good and lubricated,
Oh yeah, that's what she said.
Wow. Always bringing the professionalism up.
Damn.
You mean the class?
That too.
Uh...
I think we're out of class at this point.
Uh,
So,
we're like AIG. We'll have to be bailed out by the government.
alright, well, as for me, Hey Chess is back in town.
Yay.
Hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey.
She hates that, she says. But she's
I
back.
didn't know she was back in the room.
Yeah, she's right next to me, trying to watch Ace of Cakes.
Good show.
Yeah, very good show. Go Baltimore! Except for the Ravens, fuck them. No, we went to Game Expo Saturday. I'll talk about that later in the Pwn news segment. What else has been going on? I guess just been busy with work. got a little bit of gaming in for once. Surprising. And I've been started watching the show Castle.
Yeah.
Got season 1 on DVD. And I gotta say I fucking love it. Like, well, I'm a big Nathan Fillion fan, especially when he plays the role of the charming jackass. It's just awesome. Just the chemistry between him and the girl who plays Detective Beckett is awesome. But I think like all the characters on the show, the 2 other cops that are like the sidekicks, are played well. His daughter and mom are played well. Like everybody on that show, it just seems like they're having fun, and you can see it come through.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I like the fact that it's got a second season. Nathan Fillion, I've always thought deserved like that starring role to carry on for more than just one season, like Firefly, where he got kind of fucked.
Yeah.
But and the other thing, Nickel and I were talking about that we like about the show is the fact that it's not depressing like CSI and all that other shit. Like it's lighthearted for the most part.
Right.
And it keeps you laughing. And I like that. It's not like I don't feel like I can't. Let me see. I don't feel like I can. I have to stop after an episode or 2. I feel like I can just keep watching and watching.
Yeah, no, it's such a great show. Not without giving anything away. Anyone who watched last night, that was awesome. I'm saying.
Sure. I can't wait to get to that point.
I've never seen a single episode, so yeah.
ABC's Monday night, 10 o'clock.
Okay.
Very good show. Other than that, I got into season 2 of Burn Notice. I don't know if I was there last week on the show.
I think you said you completed the first season.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
You
started
didn't
the
mention anything
second
about.
season. A few episodes in, just as good as the first. Loving that. And I've been watching a lot of old Ghost Hunters with Nicola because she likes the show. Oh, we watched the South Park where Ike sees celebrities, dead celebrities.
Okay.
You want to talk about an episode that's too soon? They make fun of Dom DeLuise, Ed McMahon, Farrah Fawcett, yeah, DJ AM, Michael Jackson, Billy Mays. I mean, everybody's here.
Awesome.
If they died recently,
Is Patrick Swayze in it?
what?
Patrick Swayze?
Yes, he's in it too.
Perfect.
They have the ghost hunters come to the house to help them find the ghost. The whole time, the guy who's doing the Jason Haas is like, "Oh my God, did you hear that? What was that? What was that?"
Really?
Like, no matter what's going on, he's saying that. And
Good, because that's all I think that show is.
Well, they start pissing themselves and like, "Oh my God, the ghosts are forming a puddle on my jeans." And it like hits the floor and they're like, "It's ghost ooze." They run out of the house. It was so bad, but it was funny. Like even like the intro to the I guess the fake Ghost Hunter show in South Park.
Mm-hmm.
It even goes, "It's the fucking gayest show ever." But it was funny because on Twitter, I guess a lot of people were hitting up the Ghost Hunter guys like, "I can't believe they did that." But the Ghost Hunter guys thought it was fucking hilarious. So it was nice to see them have a sense of humor. So they came out and were just like, "Hey, it's funny." We were expecting to be completely bashed, and they pretty much were. But let's say that's pretty much it for the week. A lot of TV watching, as you can tell. Oh, before we get into what we've been playing, I want to give some. We got some feedback from one of our listeners. You may know him as Shockman Ronan over at pwn.com. So, Wes Shockley for those who don't know.
Alright.
Wes basically says, "Great job as usual, guys. Keep it up. Just because I don't always give feedback doesn't mean I don't listen. I'm sure there are many like me." Well, I'm sure too. Brian is just pessimistic.
That's right. But hey, we appreciate you writing in because we'd hate to lose one of our 4 listeners.
Oh God, Brian.
Okay, fine. There's 8 listeners.
We're back up to 4? I thought we were at 3.
Well, I think Vanessa started listening again, so...
Oh, okay.
So there you go. Yeah.
So he wanted to comment on the Modern Warfare 2 PC issue.
Oh, yeah.
He basically says, no dedicated servers is crap.
Mm-hmm.
It's a business decision, but hey, even those are bad at times. The problem with peer-to-peer on the PC is lag, period. Let's see. You're guaranteed... Oh, excuse me. I can't read tonight. You have guarantee you will be connected to a reliable host. Even if you do, it will lag. Many PC games have tried this in the past, and it fails. New games do it, and it fails. Rainbow Six Vegas 1 and 2 fail in multiplayer. So does Quantum of Solace and Operation Flashpoint Dragon Rising. I could go in a full rant to explain this, but that would be way too much typing. He says it's going to be easier to watch these 2 YouTube videos by Glock that he's posted on his clan site. I didn't get a chance to watch them today because I was dealing with some training for work and then coming home and just haven't had time. So, but you can check them out at teamronin.enjin.com.
Right.
He said he doesn't want to try to plug his site, so I don't have to say it on air, but I don't mind.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, if people want to check it out, check out the videos at teamronin.enjin.com. So, we thank you, Wes. Oh, and he says aloha. So, we thank you, Wes, for writing in, and I'm glad that writers, I can't even talk tonight. What the hell's wrong with me?
Too much beer.
Wow, okay, that's a completely different podcast, man.
Fuck you. Alright, but we thank you for writing in. And I don't know where I was. I might pick it up where I left off. But it's nice to have our listeners write in.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
So even with me rambling right now, don't stop.
Yeah, please, Mike will promise not to butcher your email if you send something in.
I'll try my hardest.
Can't guarantee it, but we'll try.
I think I'm gonna cry.
Oh.
Alright. Anyway, let's get into what we've been playing. Brian, you have a short list, so we're gonna let you discuss what you've been playing. I know you don't want to talk too much about it because you're currently working on the review for this game.
I am. No, pretty much the only game I've been able to play this past week is Torchlight. I was able to get a review copy on Friday night, and so I got some time to play yesterday and today with it. I put about 10 plus hours into it. Like you said, I have a review coming up, trying to get that done hopefully by the end of the week. But just in short, it's a great game if you've never actually played like a Diablo-like clone. Like, first of all, the guys who helped design the original Diablo and Diablo 2 are actually in Runic Games. They're actually the ones who created this. So it's kind of the minds behind the whole beginning of the genre to begin with, and it's very colorful. It's easy to pick up. I'd never played this type of game before, so it was easy for me just to jump in and be able to play and actually feel like I'm succeeding. So really, if you are a fan of this, there is no reason not to pick this up for $20.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good game when I played it over at PAX. I really liked it a lot. Very Diablo-ish type game, and it's definitely something for $20. You can't really go wrong with it at all.
No, you really can't.
Yeah, one day I'll probably pick it up. There's no way I have time at this point.
Oh, it's understandable.
Especially since I started one that's been compared to Diablo a lot recently, which is old Borderlands.
All right.
Basically a first-person shooter that's very MMO/Diablo-like. You're basically killing and grabbing loot. Loot in this one is basically all ammo and guns, though. And you see guns come off in the typical green, blue, orange. I've only played up to level 7 at this point, and I haven't been able to play co-op yet, even though everybody is playing co-op on my friends list. It's ridiculous. I think it's the one game that everybody's been playing. Basically, you pick between 4 different classes. Soldier is your basic class, good with guns. From what I hear, it's the easiest to run through the game with. And then you have your Siren, which is the girl, which you know I'm playing as. Which is good with like
surprise.
Yeah. Which is good with like elementals. Brick, which is basically Brick. I mean, that's his name. It's not even like the name of the class. So he's like the big brawler type guy, bruiser.
So your tank, or
Yeah,
that's what I'm
basically he's
getting.
your tank.
that's
There's
what
one
I was
more I
thinking.
can't think of right now, off the top of my head. I think, the hunter, ranged weapons, stuff like that, like sniper rifles and such. A lot of fun so far. Typical quest, you're gonna go out, kill something, grab the loot, and bring it back.
Sure.
You can play up to 4 people co-op, and that's, from what I hear, is the way to play the game. So I will be doing that soon, especially with Dragon Age Origins coming out in about a week or so. I have to start getting through this game.
Yeah, I mean it's getting crazy with just the amount of games coming out to the point where they're just games I'm just letting, like Dragon Age Origins. I'm just gonna have to come back to it at some other time.
Yeah, I wish, but it's a BioWare game, and I can't just pass it up. Fuck off. Fuck off. No, but Borderlands is cool. We're going to talk about it more later in the discussion. Let me see, what else? Played a little bit more of Uncharted 2 before I finally said fuck it. I don't know, I was burned out on the gunfights. People can say what they want. I'm sorry, I was burned out. And burned out on the poor stealth. But I don't know. The game, I want to go back to it because I want to finish it because the story and the characters are that good that it's like crap. I don't like knowing that I've stopped. But I just had to before I just lost complete interest in the game due to my frustrations with the gunplay mechanics. But I'm definitely going to go back and finish it. It's definitely worth playing all the way through just for the story and the characters. I mean, it's easy to forgive the faults when you get back to cutscenes and other parts like that. But once I get back into the gunfights, I'm back into that frustration mode. Still haven't played multiplayer. Hope I can get it in soon. Hell, the first time I play it might be a Pwn game night. Other than that, I checked out the game Lucidity. I believe it's on Steam. I got it on Xbox Live. Not what I was expecting. I guess I was expecting more of a platformer where I control the girl, but you're actually taking like different pieces and trying to maneuver her through the world, the different levels. Like you'll have one that's like a spring and she jumps to the next level. Then you have a piece that's like a wooden board that you have to put out so she can cross different platforms.
I see.
One is like a stairs. The problem is, in my opinion, maybe some people like it this way, they'll give you like 4 of these wooden boards in a row when you need like a spring, and you're just randomly placing them somewhere because you can't hold or or delete them out of your what you're using at that point.
Do you get penalized for using them?
No.
Oh.
But I was just getting annoyed. It just, for being that, I guess it was because you should gradually work it up to where it's a little more difficult. But I felt it was like right out the gate. I was like, oh my god, why isn't this piece coming so quick? I just started the game. I'm trying to get used to it.
Right.
So, I mean, it's a great visual style, great music. I liked what I played. I just found myself getting frustrated, and I played a couple levels, and I was like, okay, I'll go back to this, probably play a couple levels again, and then go back and do it like that. I think it's good in short doses, but not something I want to continuously play through and try to beat in one sitting.
It's on Steam for $10
Yeah.
currently.
I'd probably wait till there's a half off sale. I'll be honest.
Oh, there's something wrong with that.
I wish I had paid 400 Microsoft points instead of 800. I probably would have been much happier with the purchase.
I bought Assassin's Creed because it was only $5. I still haven't played it yet.
Did you buy Stalker?
No, I
$5
didn't.
today on Steam.
No, I didn't. I'm trying to cut back on my. Ooh, $5. Click.
Yeah.
Well,
I already bought it on that Direct2 drive, and then when I saw it up on Steam, I was like, fuck, I'd rather have it on Steam.
Yeah, exactly.
Bastards. Other than that, I played Tetris on the PSP Go. I mean, it's Tetris.
There's nothing really to
Always
it.
great. Yeah, it's always great. Always something you can just pick up and play.
Yeah, exactly.
So, and I went old school with the PSP Go. I have my copy of Suikoden I downloaded off PSN. I started playing that
Nice.
again, and I just remember how much I love that game. So, but that's it for me. That's all I've been playing. Ben, what about you?
Hey, I'm sorry, can I interrupt real quick? Hey,
Yeah.
Mike, how much did you pay for Tetris?
$10.
Ooh.
It's one of the PSP minis, but I looked at it and I was like, Tetris at $10 will probably get more game time out of me than half of the $15 or $20 games I'd
Exactly.
And it's kind of like, it's almost worth it because it's like Peggle. You pay $10 for a game where you're just breaking these blocks and pegs, but you know you're going to keep playing it. So, I think actually Peggle would be an awesome game to put on the PSP Go.
Oh, it would be.
It would be and you can make it look a lot better than the DS version.
Even of that.
I'd like to see that come up as a PSP Mini. I'd buy it.
I would too, actually.
I'm sure they're working on it.
PopCap, you listen? PopCap, you listening? Peggle for PSP. Go,
Oh, yeah.
Come on, go!
Yeah. Before we get to Ben's what we've been playing, I do want to say we bitched about Sony not getting up enough stuff. They put up a lot of PSP games on the last update last Thursday after we did our last podcast. I do want to say Atlas got a lot of games up there.
Oh, they did. Oh, they got a huge amount in there.
I picked up Hammer and Hero for $20, and I'm kind of regretting the purchase. Stay away.
Stay away.
Poor platformer. You take one hit, you die, and you go back to the beginning of the level. Or you go back not to the latest checkpoint, but you die 3 times and you click continue. You go back to the beginning of the level, and I can't get past the first level. I was like, this is fucking ridiculous.
Wow, really?
Yeah. Not harsh. Enjoying it.
That is harsh.
Yeah, I actually heard good things about it. I'm going, maybe I need to read a fact because I don't know what I'm doing wrong. But the boss at the end of the first level just keeps kicking my ass, and I can't figure out how to defeat him. So.
It's unreal.
I'd say right now, stay away. Maybe I can find a fact that teaches me what I'm doing wrong, and maybe I can come back and recommend it. But right now, get one of the other good Atlas games, like Crimson Gem Saga or something. Which
or something.
I can't bite on because it's $30.
Ooh.
I'll wait, because it seems like PSP games on their PSN store always go down after a while to like 20 or less, so I'll wait. But as long as it's $30 in stores, you're going to find it for $30 on PSN or more. So, alright, Ben, what have you been playing?
Alright, what I've been playing, actually, there's actually one on there that I didn't mention, but I've been playing I went back and been playing Star Wars Force Unleashed since I didn't complete it the first time, and I thought I had my game saved on my Xbox, but no, it wasn't saved, so I'm starting all over on that one.
Sucks.
I've been playing a little bit of Halo 3 ODST, so Rock Band 2, and World of Warcraft.
Alright, explain.
It's sort of funny because I logged on to my friend's Ventrilo server, and I saw my friends playing it again, so I'm like, yeah, I'll
Don't do
play
it.
it again.
Don't do it.
I already did. Too late.
Sad.
I've been playing it since let's see, I think since the last podcast actually.
Wow.
So just like Brian, I also picked up Assassin's Creed for the PC because I never finished it through on the Xbox version, so picked that up on the PC and been playing it. And I just the only thing I'm really having difficulty is like the controls because I'm using the keyboard and mouse instead of the 360 controllers. So, but after knowing where the buttons laid out and whatnot, the game is actually really enjoyable. I like it a lot.
So I know you said you like it. I know when I played it on the PS3, I kind of didn't like the fact it was very repetitive. Do you find that to be a problem, or is it easily forgivable for you?
Um, you know how you went to the city the first time and you were just pretty much because I remember I played it on the 360 the first time, and remember the first time you went through like all the different cities and you were just pretty much roof hopping and there's like no guards up there or whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not the case in this time. There's guards the first time you go to the city, and there's like you can't roof hop like you could. You actually have to pay attention where you're at and where the guards are at because they will alert the other guards and they'll try to chase you down.
Did they change that for the PC?
I'm not sure if they changed it for the PC or not, but that's how it is in this one. I'm in Jerusalem right now, and it's still like that. This is my first time there, and there's roof guards all over the place.
Wow.
Yeah, so it makes the game interesting, and I'm waiting to see how it changes the second time you're up there. I'm not sure if they're gonna have more guards up there or whatnot, but it's definitely gonna be interesting.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah, it's been a long time. I never really could get into it, so I haven't really been excited for the new one.
I mean, the repetition, I understand it's gonna be there, and I'm pretty much I'm like fighting myself to go through the game in order for myself to get ready for the second game to come out.
Yeah.
So that's my reason why I'm playing the first one all over again. So I mean, I think it's pretty cool. It's just getting used to the button layout on the keyboard and the mouse. It's just having to remember it as opposed to what it was on the 360. So, well, once I get past through that, I think I'm gonna enjoy it a whole lot more. So
Yeah. Interesting. I've always planned to go back to it one day, but there's just too much out there to bother.
yeah, exactly.
So, all right. Well, is that all you've been playing?
Yeah. Besides the usual that I just named.
Cool. All right. Well, for the listeners out there, we're gonna be changing up the segments a bit after what we've been playing. Ben is now taken over as Bargain Ben.
Woohoo!
Um,
Lame name, but woohoo!
yeah, Brian is now gonna have his own section called On the DL, focusing on DLC and basically titles for WiiWare, Xbox Live Arcade, and PSN.
That sounds good. If you guys have any more suggestions for that, send them in because that's about an hour old.
Yeah.
That idea.
Yeah. And honestly, you could even do like titles like I said, Lucidity. That's on Xbox Live, but it's also on Steam. So it could be like one of those independent games that ends up on Steam as well. So.
All right.
And I'm gonna be doing my Netflix picks. Basically, each week I'll be picking a show from, or a movie or show from Instant Watch, or one that you can rent through the mail. And basically tell you why I think you should watch it. So let's start this off. Ben, why don't you give us your bargain bin selection this week?
I feel like I need like some sort of some sort of drop or something right there. It's like the bargain bin.
Yeah, we need to be like, it's your old pal Bargain Bin.
Oh wow!
Like one of those bad car commercials.
Billy Mays here for this week's
Oh
bargain
my
bin.
god, that was hilarious on the South Park episode. That's who he was haunted by the most. They had something called Chipotle away.
Oh god.
Chipotle way. It was basically, after you eat Chipotle, do you end up with blood in your underwear? It was
Oh,
so gross.
Oh.
Well, now all you have to do is spray it with some Chipotle away.
that's not right.
And like the whole time, while Kyle's little brother's being haunted, he's like, it doesn't make sense. If something makes you crap blood, why do you keep eating? And I agree, Chipotle is the devil.
Really?
I
don't
like
like
Chipotle. Yeah.
Qdoba is better.
Well, that's funny. Me and my girlfriend, we go to Qdoba all the time.
Fucking love it. Steak queso burrito. Oh.
Okay, enough orgasm over there. Anyways, my pick of the week is a game that came out earlier this year, which is King of Fighters 12. When I first played the game, it was a quick game when you go through the single player. I think the main portion of it is the online part. So if you're, a hardcore King of Fighters fan, you definitely want to pick this up and play the online portion. You can pick it up at GameFly,
So it is fixed now?
I guess.
Because it was broken when I played it originally.
Yeah, it was broken when I first originally played, but I'm guessing they fixed it. So, but yeah, you can pick it up at GameFly for $20, or if you have the special, the $5 off or whatever, you can use that. And what is it, like 20% off? So it's like the pricing should be like $18.99 or something like that.
Yeah.
So definitely a pick up if you're a hardcore fighting person or whatever. So. Yeah, that's my pick of the week. Definitely have to check it out. I mean, the graphics I thought was a bit dated, but everything was quote unquote hand drawn. So
Yeah. I don't know. When I played it, I found it to be, I don't know. I didn't think the graphics looked as good as it should have.
I thought Blaze Blue looked 10 times better.
See, I tried playing that too. Maybe I'm just done with fighting games and I can't play them anymore.
Yeah, maybe that's just you.
Because I thought Blaze Blue was kind of boring.
I like Blaze Blue. It was like a slow tempo of Guilty Gear.
Yeah.
Anything's better than Final Fantasy Dissidia, though.
Oh.
That's true.
That was tough. That was tough to play.
Really?
And all I played was at E3, so maybe it got better, by the time it was released. But it was tough to play.
See, I'll admit I'm a Final Fantasy fanboy. I mean, I enjoyed it. I thought it was different. You get to play all of your favorite Final Fantasy characters and whatnot, but at the same time, it got repetitive, like with the moves and whatnot. Even though you could upgrade and all this other stuff, but other than that, it got repetitive and just everyone was just like pretty emo. So.
Alright. Let's get back to before we start bashing Final Fantasy Dissidia.
Too
much.
Fun.
Huh?
I don't know, why not? It's fun, I guess.
When it comes out on the PSP Go, it'll be $50.
Oh, that's
not even out on PSN yet. I've looked.
I'm telling you, I'm not sure when they're gonna release it, but it's ridiculous.
Well, it's $40 on UMD, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Square
actually
maxes out the money they can get for it. If they could charge $60 for it on portables, they would.
That's what I'm saying. Well, as soon as they bring the download to PSP Go,
it'll be $40 for a digital copy. Out of their damn mind.
Yeah, I would not pick it up actually.
I'd pick it up for about $15.
Actually, you can get it on Amazon right now for $30.99. Which is not, being having Square tax and everything. That's pretty good.
Yeah. No kidding. Wow. All right. Well, Brian, why don't you get started on your brand new segment on the DL?
Yeah. God.
You sound so excited.
Well, it's just on the download. Yeah, that's. Whew. Anyway, so I'm since I had approximately 5 seconds to think about a game, It came out a few weeks ago on the WiiWare. Is the original Final Fantasy, and I know that especially when you go back, you see that there are quite a few problems with the game overall. For $5, you really can't beat it. Especially considering on PSP for the UMD, it's $20 on Amazon.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know what it was for you guys, but it was definitely between that and Dragon Quest were like the first two RPGs I ever played. So it has a special place of nostalgia in my heart for the original Final Fantasy. So I just love the game. I even beat it, like 2 years ago when it was on Final Fantasy Origins on the PlayStation 1. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I own that copy too. I actually own the original
wow,
for Nintendo. Yeah.
nice.
Now that's hardcore.
I wish I owned the full box and manual too. But
Wait. Are you talking about the Japanese version or the American Final
American.
Fantasy? I thought it was different though. I thought the
Final Fantasy 1 and 2, or Final Fantasy 1 definitely came out here.
Yeah.
The 2 did not. Neither did 3. And then, of course, we had 4 come out as 2 here, and 6 come out as 3 here. So Final Fantasy 1 made it here, surprisingly. So.
Yeah. So that's my choice, and when I have a little more time, I'll comb to find a good pick for everyone.
All right. Well, thanks, Brian, for your on the DL.
Dun dun dun.
I'm gonna keep saying that just because I know how much he loves it. All right. All right. I'm gonna go with my Netflix picks for this week. I got somebody giggling over here. Basically, I'm gonna go with something that's a little out of the ordinary, not a movie, not like a TV show with a story or anything, but something I think that a lot of people can enjoy. It's Man vs. Food. It's a show on the Travel Channel where a guy, Adam Richman, goes to these different restaurants, mostly dives and stuff like that, where they have interesting food and concoctions. And the last segment of every show is him doing a food challenge, whether it's really hot food or just a shit ton of food, whether it's 5-pound burritos or 7.5 pounds of steak. And usually you have to do it in under an hour or something like that. But
well, they should go to Japan and try out the Windows 7 burger then.
I want that Windows 7 burger badly. But no, basically he goes to different cities across the country. In the first season he goes to Pittsburgh.
Yeah, that's a good episode.
Yeah. Atlanta. Where else? He goes to different places in California, Minnesota. So he goes to a lot of different places, and it's definitely worth a watch. It's nice to also see places that you can go to in your area.
Mm-hmm.
I know it really got me into watching the show more as it's coming on right now on the Travel Channel. They just went to DC last week, and this week is Baltimore, so I'm writing down these places. I'm I gotta fucking go here. So, but yeah, Man vs. Food, it's on Instant Watch, which you can do on your Xbox 360 or through your computer. There are programs out there for PS3 users to actually stream it through their PS3 to their TV.
Now, my question is the show somewhat similar to what the Food Network have with diner, drive-ins, and dives?
The first 2 segments are very similar.
But then they have the challenge part, which is...
The challenge part is definitely where it differentiates itself. I kind of prefer Adam Richman over Guy Fieri. I'm getting the nasty looks, but I'm sorry. I think Adam Richman is just great. He's funny.
I like Guy.
What?
I like Guy.
I like them both, but I think Adam Richman's better. Just my opinion. Maybe it's because I watch him eat these challenges. I'm I want to fucking do that. You can ask Nicola tonight. It was 2 big ass burritos. She wasn't even done her meal. And I was oh, done. Done. I don't know if you can hear her giggling.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, definitely Man vs. Food. Check it out. It's about 13 episodes, I think, on the first season. You can also order off Netflix, and they'll send you a disc at a time. And so, Man vs. Food, my Netflix picks. So we hope you guys enjoyed the change in the segments. Bargain bin on the DL and Netflix picks on the DL with Brian.
You just saying it again.
I'm just saying it to say it because I know it's bugging you.
On the DL with Flying Brian.
Exactly. Alright, moving on to Pwn news.
Hey Mike, just so you know, right now on the gold box for Amazon, All-Star Cheer Squad for Wii,
Nah, I won't
$12. That's all you.
Nothing.
Oh jeez.
Alright.
Yeah.
On the Pwn news. Game Expo was this past weekend. It was the very first in this annual event. Basically run by some people who used to do VG Expo, but they were in conjunction with NBC. Surprisingly enough, they actually had publishers there. EA was there. Ubisoft was there, unlike VG Expo, which I heard was even worse than last year.
Wow, really?
Yeah, they didn't have the Suicide Girls this year.
Oh.
So, but Game Expo, it wasn't as packed as I would have liked, but it was kind of out in the middle of nowhere, the expo place. I would hope that they move it back into Philly, like downtown Philly, so more people could go there by bus and whatnot. I think it would bring a lot more people. But it was fun. Balls were there, and they were selling their drinks, including a new thing called Snowballs. It's basically like a slushie of their drinks for like $1 each. Even their bottles were $1 each. Cases were $20 for the case. Needless to say, I picked up a case of the regular balls and a case of the Geek beer, which is the root beer flavor, which is awesome.
Is it?
Yeah, it's freaking great. Then I picked up Project Diva and Idolmaster. Project Diva for the PSP, which is a game featuring Hatsune Miku, one of the more well-known characters in Japan now. And Idolmaster for the DS from the import store there. Let's see, but the Pwn booth went well. They were giving away a Gears of War 2 Lancer. They were giving away 2 remote control Halo 3 Warthogs, which are surprisingly fast. And
Nice.
it was really fun. Like Roy, aka Pizza Boy, is here from the site, was basically manning the booth. We went up to help out for Saturday, and his brothers were there, and they were basically driving the remote control Warthogs around the convention.
Nice.
With Pwn stickers on the front, so people would look and see it. Hopefully we won't get in trouble for this, but Roy was slapping Pwn stickers anywhere he could find in that building.
Oh no.
And
That's awesome.
yeah. Like he put them on the maps of the different booths and stuff.
Wow.
Signs. It was like, oh, it was crazy. But not to brag, but I found out the perfect way to bring people to the booth. Instead of having the Gears of War 2 Lancer sitting on the table and hoping people would walk by and see it, I started just picking up and holding the damn thing. Like, just holding it up in the air, making sure people saw it. And people would walk by and start saying something like, hey, you want to win this? All you have to do is sign up for Pwn.com over there, sign up, and they'll be giving it away at 5. Man, people would just keep running over to the laptop. They're like, I can fucking win that? Like, it was like the best marketing was to stand out there with that Lancer. It's fucking huge. It's heavy. I got a bruise on my arm because it was resting on there so much.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
That's how heavy it is. And I was just like, after a while, I was like, I can fucking hardly hold this thing. I did get a picture of me chainsawing Chesty. But she is threatening me if I post it online. So we'll see what happens.
Oh, it's too funny.
And
You don't have to post it online. Just give it to me. I want to see it.
Yeah, give it a church. He'll post it
it is
online.
funny. The whole time she was like, "No, I'm not going to take the picture. I'm not going to take the picture." Finally, she did.
You wore her down.
Yep. It's normally how it works. But it was definitely a lot of fun. Even for the short time we were there. I think we were there for about 6 hours. And
It's a lot.
it was good. Met a lot of people. Bonta-kun from Pwn was there. Yeah. Nicola was stalked by some creepy kid. Like, he
Really?
even asked her at one point, like, "Do you have a boyfriend?"
Yeah, he's the guy standing right over there.
Yeah, with the Lancer. And he was like, "Oh," and then walked off.
Nice.
Yeah, it was kind of funny, though.
Did you pimp the podcast?
No, it didn't have like I said, I was walking around with the Lancer most of the time. I did have to hit somebody up because they gave Roy the email address talking about writing for the site, so
Nice.
I gotta hit them up, see if they're interested, make sure they understand it's completely for free.
Yeah.
But you can get into any convention you want. But now I'm gonna see what's up, see if the guy's definitely interested. I got a question for you guys. Average Joe Gamer guys, are they friends with gamer husbands?
I think so.
That's the one they always talk about, right?
Right?
Damn, one of the guys was there, and I was like, I don't want to be all awkward and not be the right ones. But the guy Rob from Gamer Husbands was there. But I wasn't sure, and you don't want to be like, "Hey, aren't you?" and then be like, "No," and I'd be like, "Oh."
They'd be like, yeah. Oh.
So I wasn't sure, but yeah, that guy was there, and if that's the one for that Average Joe Gamer guys know, yeah, it was kind of interesting seeing somebody else there. He was in there as media, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Not me, I was exhibition. Or exhibitor, sorry, not exhibition. Not having sex on the show floor. So, alright, well, let's get into. We have only 2 topics of discussion this week. One of them's very interesting. And will make PS3 owners very happy. Netflix is finally going to come to PS3 at the end of this year or early next year.
Yay!
The weird thing about this is it's not like the way it's implemented on the 360. I don't know if you guys have done your research.
I already ordered my disc.
Yeah, so did I. For some strange reason, Sony can't implement this software-wise onto the PS3. You have to have a Netflix disc, a Blu-ray disc, to put in to watch it streaming. Which is kind of weird. I pre-ordered my disc just to have one, just in case something happens to my 360. Or more if I guess it's good if I get like a PS3 for the bedroom. But I know for my main TV, I'll just be watching my 360's Netflix. But it's nice to see them finally get this. It's something that a lot of gamers were waiting for.
Yep.
Because they don't want to pay for either Gold Service on Live or they don't have a 360.
Yeah, I mean, the whole Netflix thing was one of the main reasons I was considering getting a 360.
Yeah. And now you have
don't
free
have to.
internet service and PSN.
Right.
And Netflix coming to it. I mean, I don't know. What are your guys' thoughts on it?
I think it's a good move. I think it's an excellent move on Sony's part to get Netflix on the PS3.
I completely agree. I think the big thing is going to be how they implemented. Like already the disc thing is kind of a little strange,
Yeah.
but as long as they offer, the same sort of services, where it's not going to be like it's going to be able to like buffer properly and it's going to work. It's going to work correctly. I think it's a great thing. It's about time.
But yeah, like Brian, I want to add on to what Brian says. Yeah, it's going to boil down to how they're going to implement it, how it's going to work, especially with PSN the way it is as it is right now. Hopefully, maybe Sony will be able to change something with Netflix coming or whatnot. I don't know if they're gonna do something with it with home or whatnot, but it's definitely something to keep an eye on.
Definitely.
Yeah. I mean, I look forward to it. Like I said, I've been thinking about getting a PS3 for the AC TV I got in the bedroom, and that'll be awesome to have Netflix Instant Watch on there. Because I don't want to have to pay for another gold service on the second 360. I guess that's my biggest thing. So it'll be nice to have it on my 360 for downstairs and my PS3 for upstairs. Definitely look forward to it.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully they'll be able to implement it very soon and not just sometime next year. I know they said this year, but I've heard again today that it's next year, so we'll see what happens. Sony's been the king of delays lately, especially on the game front, so we'll see what happens with Netflix. Look forward to it, though. Not finally, but it's another plus for Sony lately.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, they outsold all actual consoles, not handhelds, but consoles.
Yay.
In September.
Nice.
Go Sony. Not really, but go Sony.
Ah, come on.
But they sold 490,000 or something like that.
Okay, awesome. Give me awesome hardware. Major plus. How about giving me some games finally? That's
They
all I'm
got
asking.
some good games.
Well, they do. Coming later on this year and next year. But I want to see it on a consistent basis and not just around this time.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. Uncharted 2, as much as I bash the problems I have with it, it really is an awesome game, especially for the people who only own a PS3. But yeah, I agree. Them not getting Left 4 Dead 2 and Mass Effect 2 is definitely going to hurt. But they do have God of War 3 coming.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, they weren't going to get Left 4 Dead 2.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, has been really funny to see everyone's not playing the beta yet because it hasn't been released for all the people who pre-ordered on Steam.
Yeah.
The demo was supposed to be released today, and
nothing
yet.
Yeah, but people are gonna find something to bitch about.
Oh, I'm sure. But yeah, because I was looking forward to it too.
I don't know. My thing is, I hate. If I'm already buying the game, I don't really give a shit about the demo. At that point, I already bought it. I don't care about the demo at that point.
Okay.
Give me something else.
It gives you something to look forward to. Gives you a taste.
Yeah, but
I mean, it's a little different for like I already played it at E3, so it's not like going to be that much. It's not going to be brand new to me. I mean, I've bashed zombies in the head with an axe already.
Yeah.
So, yeah, whatever. Okay.
All right, everyone. We are going to skip the Borderlands discussion for this week. We're having recording issues through Pamela. As we just lost our whole fucking discussion.
Nice.
Yeah. So, we apologize, but we all have to get to the rest of our lives. That doesn't come off right, but you know what I mean. We have to get back to our normal day-to-day thing, so we all have significant others around.
Well,
you can hear Ben's in the background.
She's laying down. I do want to say something though.
What?
Well, okay. Well, yesterday was someone's birthday. Or did you not know?
Did not know.
Okay. Well, I want to say happy birthday to Jamie. Yeah, it was her birthday yesterday.
Yeah.
She is the significant other of Phone.com's owner, Andy. So, Happy birthday, Jamie!
Wow. Happy birthday, Jamie.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Wow.
Well, I can't believe you did not know.
Well,
I
I've only been on
retweeted
Twitter in
it,
like 3 or 4 days.
but I wasn't. I wasn't when you said yesterday. I wasn't thinking about it. But yeah, definitely. Hope you had a good one.
Yeah, definitely. Happy birthday, Jamie. Sorry. Sorry I missed you on the actual day. Hope your dog's doing alright.
So I guess we will wrap this up. You can find us at the usual place, pwn.com, twitter.com. Brian, you can find him at Quiglin. Mike, you can find him at G Nitro, and you can find me at Church4252.
Yep, and don't forget, hit us up on Zune Marketplace and iTunes. Rate and review. Hit us up at AggroCast at AggroGamer.com. Send us your comments, feedback, and questions.
Or hate mail towards me.
Or me for my Uncharted, which happened. But
Yep, Mike hates Uncharted 2, confirmed.
Yep, and people hate me for it. Confirmed.
That's right, confirmed.
Mike hates hockey, confirmed.
Yeah, well, wait.
Everybody hates hockey.
That's it. Press end call. End call, right here. Click.
Alright, do want to apologize once again for the technical issues we had.
That's alright.
But hopefully I'll be able to fix Pamela by next week.
Yep. Alright.
Alright, everyone, you all have a good one, and we'll be back next episode. Peace.
Later.
Sane.